Well, thanks guys. This is the 2018 Mustang. It's had a refresh front and back, new interior, and it's the most powerful Mustang ever. But on top of that, it's got some new features and also this split grille up front. The first grille that was designed for the Mustang via 3D printing. I'm going to show you inside and out and find out the things you need to know about this car. So this car makes me want to go fast. How about you, Ryan?
This car makes me want to wear a tank top and do burnouts in the middle of an intersection.
We're driving the new 2018 Mustang, as we previously said we would be doing, and surprised about a lot of things. What I'm most surprised about is how much has not changed on the inside, but it feels like it has.
Yeah, I mean, the inside looks like it's a lot different, but then you start noticing prior things like the door handles and the vents and stuff like that carry over.
The door handles have changed a little bit with the materials, but the vents, they're very Mustang-y. And I love this display here, and apparently if I hit the pony, look at that, they told me this was magic. I can hit the pony, go down to exhaust mode. It's in normal right now. I'm going to change it to track, hit OK.
And we're in a bright orange car, so why not be really loud too?
Listen how deep that is. I want to do things very fast and I can't.
It's meant to be fun, set it up your way, be able to drive it. In here, this has a manual, and as some people say, it has the proper number of pedals. You know, the engine horsepower and torque are higher, but you know, we had to redo the clutch on both cars, and we wanted to make sure it was still comfortable, and we actually brought down the efforts a little bit on the clutch just to make it a little bit easier to drive. We're always trying to make the car easier to drive, but also be tons of fun.
It does sound super growly. So in this car, they went through a huge amount of exhausts in the back. And when I say a huge amount, first of all, they went through 6 different exhausts to actually find the right tubing for the car. And then the flaps and the tuning, they went through hundreds of different tuning scenarios until they found the sound. It wasn't just loud, but it had to be a Mustang, it had to be deep, it had to be growly, it had to do everything. And in the tailpipe, the flaps actually open. On the inside 2 tailpipes, of the quad tailpipes, they have physical flaps which open at different degrees depending on what exhaust mode you have set. And in the V8, the sound is completely natural in this car, so there is no manufactured sound. It all comes from the exhaust. So this is the manual version that we're driving. They only had 3 manuals. The cool thing about it is, with manuals, 27% are sold in the United States as manuals, but in the rest of the world it's 28%, which is interesting because America is such a automatic transmission-centric society that it's interesting to see everyone outside of the US buy so many cool cars to drive in the manual version. It's about a 50-50 split between the 5-liter and everything else that Mustang make. The other cool thing about this is that Mustang own about 40% of this muscle car, pony car market. The rest of it is split between Camaro and Challenger. But on the other side, which is really cool about this vehicle, is that when Mustang comes out with a new vehicle, like they have done with this 2018 Mustang, they increase the amount of sales, so more people buy. So it goes up from 40% a little bit, but on average it's around 40%.
Yeah, so up front, I mean, this is a ridiculous sounding thing, but we've redone the grills, we've redone the front fascia, we've redone the lamps, the hood, and the fenders. So this whole thing came down. We've got a nice splitter here like never before, but I really think this grill just by itself really pops. It's a nice painted grill, and I think the car, to some people they say it looks more aggressive, some people say it's just forward moving. It's got a little bit of GT350 in it. But in any case, I'd say it's just more progressive. It's more modern. We've changed the shape of the hood. We've moved these vents here down. So basically we want people just to think I mean, they got to know it's a Mustang immediately, and they will, I mean, obviously. But it's a little more forward, a little more progressive than the 15. We've got 12 wheels that are available on this car now, and 10 of them are brand new. So we know that people who have Mustangs, they love wheels, and they love to, you know, modify it the way they like. If you look on the side, the silhouette is basically carryover, except the front end's down a little bit. But the wheels are what's setting it apart on the sides. What we've got is, instead of just 2 tips, 1 on each side, we've gone to a quad tip arrangement on the GT. You can do anything you want in here. If you have navigation, it'll also have a little navigation, tell you what's going on. And then we have, you know, what we call driver assist technologies. So there's a lot of content packed in that digital cluster. The cool thing is you can make it look different. You can put different colors on it. You know, you can make the rings a certain color. You can make the secondary gauges a certain color. You can also set it up to be your color. We have something called My Color. So that's the first thing that jumps to me. And really, we just want people to feel comfortable in the car and, you know, make them feel good. There's other things in here that we haven't talked about, but we have Sync Connect, which is, you know, we've got modem capability. It can, you know, attaches to Ford Pass, where you can start your car from anywhere you want.
Ryan, explain to everybody how the steering is in the 2018 Mustang.
Ah, ooh.
Ryan, how's the transmission? Ryan, what about the acceleration? The brand new Mustang in dealerships right now, starting price under $26,000, the best fuel economy, 32 miles a gallon on the highway. I'm Nick Miles.